Oh no.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. We're back.
Yes, show me a crack.
I still have ice cream to finish, so somebody do the recap while I eat this.
Do you want the full explanation, all 3.5 pages, or just the cliff notes?
Dealer's choice.
Huh?
Dealer's
Your
choice.
choice.
My choice. I'll do something in between. Let's see here. I had to refresh my own memory. I should have been reading that this whole time. What were the important things? We traveled from. If you're looking at the map, we traveled from point one over.
Hold on.
I didn't do it.
There it goes.
What was broke?
Twitch.
Twitch is broke. Is Twitch good now?
Looks like it.
Can I talk?
What was the matter with it? I didn't.
It hadn't come up yet.
Oh, weird.
Oh. Something good to Viagra. Okay. So previously, we had traveled somewhat across the island from point one over on the map. If you're looking at the map, which is visible here, which is Zarathab, over to point two, which is Oxenford, the actual capital of the island. That is where the Swift family resides, and the party's best bet of finding Catherine, or Katya, who had previously come back here ahead of the party, that they have not been able to make contact with yet. There were some shenanigans about outside the city. They were looking, and they saw like a lot of the trees have been cleared away with what looked like machines, or that was the assumption. Then they
Thought magic at first, then we realized it's machines.
Not magic, realized it was machines. Yep. And then we got into Oxenford itself. It is busy, it's crowded, people going around in large numbers. We could see some pillars of smoke rising up from buildings across the city, but nobody seemed to be panicking, even though something may have been on fire. It was very obvious that the outskirts were definitely the working class group of people. But the weirdest thing was nobody came to approach the party. They just kind of gave them funny looks. Then we entered the work area of the city, where there was a mining pit with tunnels that headed down below. People coming out, very dirty with their mining equipment and transportation. And then there was like a section that was factories and such, where they had some technology made from wood, stone, and metal. Some gears as well. It would appear that they had some kind of a furnace that was powered by coal or burning wood, and was used to split giant logs in half, or something along those lines. The description was a bit interesting. It was pretty much just a giant paper cutter for trees. And then a large loader type machine powered by some kind of a portable source, a power source on its back, showed up to drop more trees in the work area. The assumption being that it was possibly powered by steam or boiling water, which explains the appearance of water shortage at the nearby river. A little bit of investigation showed that there was a building that had the letters S and W on the sides, and it was Swift Silks, which is the very facility we were all actually looking for. Went inside, did a little bit of shopping, and there was a business guy who showed up who was wearing some silken clothes, and later revealed himself to be Malachi, or as we kind of sussed out, some relation to Katya. Yeah, Dianok was the one that finally admitted that we were friends of Katya and was looking for her, and Malachi seemed confused,
Who the fuck is that?
didn't know that. He's like, "Who? I don't think I employ anybody of that name." And then the the only person that could tell there was something not quite right was D, but it was very, very subtle. Um, so Malachi went back behind the counter into like the workshop area behind the shop, and pulled out his employee ledger to see if he could look for the name. And D followed behind while invisible. Um, saw him talking to another guy, a younger man that we had previously seen in a vision from the Moon of Knowledge while we were on our way to the island in the first place as being potentially one of the problems of this island. And they both come out to the front to address the party, saying, "We can't find anybody named Catherine employed at this factory." So we pretty much left after concluding our business there. Picked out an inn called the Dirty Hole as a place to kind of room for however long it's going to take us to solve this mystery. Literally just a bunch of basement levels dug into the earth itself, and the walls are made out of compacted dirt. And where we left off was we were about to start exchanging what information we got from that encounter. That is all.
Very good. I'm assuming you're going to add a point to the party pot.
Also important. I got the name. The young individual that Malachi was talking to, he said he mentioned their name was Kelvin. So Kelvin is potentially our problem. We just don't know why yet.
Okay.
I thought Kelvin was a measurement of temperature.
That too.
Yes,
Isn't that Calvin?
No,
Kelvin.
it's Kelvin.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually going to take the inspiration for myself because I do not have one right now.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
Okay.
you used it last week.
I used it last week to re-roll a stealth roll, and then realized today, a week later, that I should have been rolling at advantage because I was invisible.
Oops.
Oh well.
I
Can't
mean,
get it
That's on
back.
you.
I mean, I can't remember everything about your players. I will miss rules, and honestly, it doesn't matter. You were trying to beat a commoner, basically. But yeah, go ahead and take that party
would
point.
have been nice to know.
Huh?
That also would have been nice to know. I thought about it. I wouldn't even bother re-rolling.
When have I
Well, you
ever
didn't
told
ask.
you anything about what, like, the DC and stuff that you're trying to beat before you use the
Never.
reroll?
But it is interesting to hear him referred to as a commoner because I've come to expect that, well, he, we think he might be like the actual big problem. What do you mean as a commoner? I don't
Oh,
trust that.
I'm talking about
Oh, Malachi?
Malachi.
Oh, yeah. Well, both of them walked past me, so
Mm-hmm.
better safe than sorry.
Fair enough. Good job.
Who's the jumper?
I also accept head pats in the form of currency.
I will call your wife then.
You should do that. I think she'd like to talk to you.
I don't think that's true.
Alternatively,
Ah,
Oh, mage hand pats. No, I'm just probably getting slapped, aren't I?
they are pats. The slaps are reserved for Valinar.
Really?
Well, for Valinar to give to you.
Ah.
Okay.
wait a minute.
Valinar to D.
I just also had another really funny question, or another really funny thing that we may have to discuss in the future. But Denock, you may have to look into learning the ceremony spell.
Yeah.
Um,
Since we're pretty sure Valinar is not going to use it himself.
Anywho,
If you look in the room, can you use that spell on yourself as part of the couple involved?
I honestly don't know. I'd have to look up the spell to read it. I just know what it does. I don't know anything about the casting time or anything like that, so unfortunately I don't know.
well, casting time is an hour, so
Oh, that sounds about right. God, I wish my wedding was only an hour long. That'd have been awesome.
Well, the wedding itself doesn't take long. It's everything after that.
you for the wedding ceremony, you touch adult humanoids willing to be bonded together in marriage.
So it's
Please
somebody
note
other than you.
the term willing.
Willing.
Fair enough.
We tie down Valinar. You're gonna be willing because otherwise you're not getting back up.
D is there sitting on his chest with a knife to his throat. Say it.
Either do the wedding or we'll be doing your funeral rites.
Either way, he's dressed in black. Okay. Yeah, take your point of inspiration, and we'll go ahead and dive back into your guys' underground room that you guys have all kind of, I'd say crammed into, but there's enough space for everybody to like sit and be comfortable. Yeah. It would be very uncomfortable for everybody to like lay down and try to sleep here.
Unless
we got 3 rooms, if I remember right.
I believe that's correct. But for the purposes of sitting together and talking,
men, women, and
yeah.
Yeah, Dee's the one that said that pretty much motion for everybody to follow into one room.
And I'm just
I'm
trying
sure
to
my wife would approve of that.
Right, wife's not here. My desk is so dusty.
Stop focusing on the dust. You're the one supposed to be talking or signing.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to sign because nobody can see it, so we'll just have to pretend that I'm signing while I use my words. So after everybody is gathered, Denock is going to have to play translator for a good portion of this. Dee is going to start explaining what she saw and witnessed throughout the entirety of our dealings with Malachi / Kelvin. And that is, she will specifically point out when Malachi was vehemently, probably not the word she's used because that's a big word, but while he was denying knowing any kind of Katya or Catherine individual, she picked up that there was definitely a look of fear in his eye, like he's hiding something, but it was very brief, and he quickly schooled it before anybody could really catch on, which suggests he knows more than he lets on. She'll make the comment, I may not be the smartest person, but I know when someone's full of shit. In addition to that,
you're right about
no
that.
way...
You're not the smartest person.
She's not going to deny that. She's not Denock smart at all. She will also mention, she will also mention that, the short amount of time from when he left to the back area, her picking the lock, and then her going through and seeing him coming out of the office, there's no way he looked all the way through that ledger. Like, she'll even give like a kind of a size approximation using her hands of how thick that ledger was, and there was a lot of reading material there. There's no way he flipped through it all in a matter of a couple minutes. Lastly, she will explain that she did see him go up to Kelvin and start talking to him, though she could not make out what was actually said because of the loud noises of machinery and or people working in the area. Right before the two of them came out to the front area.
You know what I just thought about too?
Sure.
Do you have the observant feat?
Looking. No, I have the alert feat.
Okay. Then
Observe
doesn't matter.
Observe it would have been nice. I actually do not have anything, surprisingly, that allows me to read lips or anything.
I mean, the main thing in D&D for that is the observant feat. So,
Yeah.
Anywho.
I thought maybe as like a kind of I thought maybe as my particular assassin rogue subclass features, I would have something that would allow me to like see that kind of thing as part of like infiltration or whatnot. And I suppose my passive insight wasn't enough to kind of pick up the general meaning of whatever they were discussing.
I mean, you wouldn't have been able to. They were too far away for you to hear what they were saying, and yeah, I mean, you saw him talking and him pointing to the book, and that was pretty much it. So,
Right. Okay.
well, anyway, yeah. So D relays this information to you guys as you guys all kind of sit there in the inn room. I do believe it's evening time now.
Give or take.
I think I said it was like just before dinner, when you guys got there, because the barkeep was like,
It was 4:30.
an ass.
Yeah. It was 4:30. He said dinner's at 5.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay.
He's like, yeah, pay up front, no refunds if you leave early. Go to your rooms and just kindly fuck off. I'm taking a nap.
You wrote down what he said?
No, that's from memory.
Okay. I mean, no, that sounds
That was
100%
from-
right, but that sounds like it was written down. I was like, damn.
I do not have that written down.
Damn,
No,
son.
I remembered that shit because it stuck with me. I'm like, this guy's an ass. I don't like him. But at the same time, I relate.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So, okay.
Uh-huh.
He departs, she departs this wisdom to you guys. What do you do with it?
Well, that's certainly a lot to unpack. I thought something was going on when he said he didn't know Katya, and from what I can remember, he looked incredibly similar to what Katya originally looked like in her
Kelvin, right?
male guise.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that he, quote, doesn't know her, is not working in the... all of that bullshit. So, what are we going to do about that?
We should just try to find Katia first.
Okay. Where?
Haven't you
Don't
already
know.
tried that?
Yes, and then I remembered she has that damn amulet.
Well, I can see over people's heads. So if she shows up in the cloud, I would see her.
Well, that's great if she shows up like that, but
Let's put a pin in that, shall we?
Yeah.
Whatever the case happens to be, it seems Malachi knows more than he lets on. I propose either infiltrating the facility itself to take a closer look around, or kidnapping Malachi for questioning.
I would prefer to not go that far until we can determine whether he is an actual enemy or not. As far as we know, he is the father of a friend of ours. And I would prefer to not have any unpleasant issues to deal with later on.
Valnar's off to the side, face palming, going, why does it seem like everyone I hang out with wants to kidnap people?
Hey,
I'll
I'm
kidnap you,
actually
Valley.
fighting against it.
This time.
I'll kidnap you, Valley.
Gay.
I'm not translating that.
It's not gay. She's a girl.
It doesn't matter. He can read it, remember?
Valnar's gonna blink. In a very split moment, he looks very irritated. Then he remembers he's not supposed to understand. And he just glares at Denock.
Would that be a perception or insight check?
You do not want to know what she just said. I am not
He's stating it
translating.
because you're gonna pick up on it.
Not with that perception. I'll say that's not high enough.
His
Valinor is better than that.
he has a -1 to his charisma.
Do I need to roll a deception for that?
No, we'll just let it ride. He doesn't notice,
Okay. Okay.
or she doesn't
no one
notice.
notices.
Oh,
Nobody knows.
the trouble I've
So,
seen.
the
Anyway.
first of infiltration would be a better option. You will not be going alone, as this time there is no sanctuary that we know of to keep Tim from assisting you.
Ooh, that is a good point. Sweet.
And if you do it tonight after dinner, most people should be home.
Well, if I take my time right now. Oh no, that's one per long rest. Okay, never mind. I have 2 spell slots. I can either spider climb or invisibility. What could I recall about the what is the lighting situation of the area that I could tell from my little bit of time back there? Do they have like open windows, or did I notice other kind of lighting sources?
There was a lot of like open. I don't want to call it like not necessarily open, but like plain glass slabs They, from what you could see, some, or at least some of them would look like they have a locking or opening mechanism on them, but they're, because I mean you're talking about the warehouse portion, they're probably 30 or 40 feet in the air.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about like what does it look like as far as lighting goes?
I mean, it was
Although
pretty bright in there during the day that you were in there. Sun pouring in from the different angles that it was. It seemed like the glass kind of went like all the way around the top of the building, if that makes sense.
let me check something really quick. Oh, I forgot about that. One of my Eldritch invocations, if I'm in an area of dim light or darkness, I can use my action to become invisible until I move or take an action. So I could focus on spider climb, or whatever the hell I called it, and anytime I stop in like dim lighting, I can go invisible and observe.
Okay.
And that lasts for an hour. So, pretty much, if Tim can fly me up to the window itself, I can pick it open and climb around from there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we have an entry plan.
Coolio. So again, after dinner. Hiccups.
That's normally when they happen.
Yeah.
Yes, Asta. Giggity.
Sorry about that. Chat, I was
Ah.
generating a thing.
We have an entry plan.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you guys, I mean, if you guys want to go after dinner, that would be probably the best time to go.
Preferably, maybe a little bit later than that, actually. Let it get dark. I don't know what kind of guard situation they have, but I highly doubt there's anybody guarding windows 40 feet up in the air.
That we know of.
That we know of.
All right.
Well, would that be a surprise if like a recon drone flies up? It's like, the fuck is that?
Well, that would be pretty funny. Let's be real.
Steam powered recon drones? Oh no. Stop giving the DM ideas.
Too
That's
late.
on you. That's on you.
Like, oh, what's that? Tim punches it. Bam. Nothing.
What do we have here? Oh, it's gone.
Gotta think about where I want to go with once I'm inside.
Yeah, I mean,
Again, you will have Tim to pull your fat out of the fryer if shit goes down.
He doesn't have a lot of fat to pull. But I get what you mean.
Depends on how big your tits are.
Not as well endowed as her profile picture would show. And certainly not as much as Katya.
I'm going to ignore all of that.
You don't have to. Okay, so let's go get dinner then. It should be about 5-ish now at this point, right?
You're uncertain.
I E9 bullshit go. What time is it? Roughly.
No. So actually,
Hey,
below
fuck you,
ground.
we've done it before.
So ironically, you would be going to like do this, and excuse me, you guys would hear, kind of in the distance, this kind of a whistle,
Workday end kind of thing.
indicating that, yeah, the day is over, and you, Denock, would know with your keen mind bullshit that it is now 5 o'clock. So
Let's see what passes for victuals here.
and almost immediately after being like, oh, would you look at that? You guys hear a cacophony of sound as people begin piling into the upstairs, and you guys basically just hear tons and tons of people walking on the ceiling above you, as people seem to be pouring in.
Well, we had best get going before all the good food is gone.
We're back
That
to being live.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah, pizza sounds good, honestly. I'm so glad that I'm actually gonna have pizza tomorrow.
But that's usually what we end up doing on Friday nights because, like, well, you've got D&D, so I just figured it's appropriate to order pizza. It's like a Friday night ritual now.
That's...
I'm not sure why.
I mean... I can't say that I'm mad because that's what we used to do when we played in person, but we haven't been able to play in person in a while. Thanks, COVID.
I was just happy that it was a different pizza company than Little Caesars tonight. We usually end up with that. I'm like, yeah, I get it, it's cheap, but after a while it does start to get a little old.
I'll be honest. My family's usually pretty good with just Pizza Hut.
I think Pizza Hut was better when my roommate actually worked there. He made the pizzas himself, and they were always great. The one around the corner that he does not work at, terrible. Like, you open the box, like, what is this shit?
Yeah, like
Who made this?
one of our friends used to work at Elmo's, and whenever I would get
Remember,
Elmo's-
we are we are back, so
Yeah.
We
But
got
like
distracted by pizza.
but whenever I would go, having him make the pizza was always so much better.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you could fucking soup it up. I used to work at a Pizza Hut too. So anyway, before I get hungrier.
Speaking of dinner time.
Oh,
Pizza now.
fuck! I forgot. Damn it. Maybe I can still do that.
It's fine.
You guys
Figure
wanted
it out.
to. You guys wanted to go up and have dinner.
Yes.
Okay.
Food.
We could also just skip over and say we already did that.
I mean, we could. The tavern also apparently now serves pizza because.
fuck it, might as
Sure.
well.
You know what? Makes sense. I'll take it.
Hold on a sec. I guess it was nothing. I thought I heard my door open.
What is the best pizza?
I should figure this out.
Honestly, for me,
Or-
Supreme.
I'm partial to Neapolitan.
All I can think of when I hear Neapolitan is either ice cream or the character from Ruby.
Unfortunately, the correct answer is Chicago style pizza, and I also have to say unfortunately as well because there's only one place that I've actually had Chicago style pizza that was this good, and it was a little fucking hole in the wall in Chicago. So
Well, I mean, that's where
Yeah.
you should get it.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying it was a little hole in the wall. It was actually really cool because they had a lot of indoor seating, but you had like it was like all booths, but there were also some booths that were like 8 feet in the air. Yeah, it was cool because you had to like climb a ladder to get into your booth. It was awesome. But there were so many people there that night that there were
That sounds
literally
like a
people.
nightmare.
There were literally people outside on the sidewalk sitting and eating the pizza out of the box. Like they were so busy. Anyway, off of that, the next best pizza I think I've ever had is actually what my wife makes, and she makes sourdough pizza basically from scratch. Yeah, so you guys go up and you guys have some pizza at this tavern, and when you guys go up, the place is packed. I mean, clientele from wall to wall. And the barkeep that you guys saw earlier is in a much more jovial and friendly mood, which is very interesting from your perspective, considering he was an ass not that long ago.
Now he's just an animated ass.
And you see some other, people who clearly work here, moving around, doing the best that they can to keep up with the surplus of people. You guys, I would assume, return to your rooms, and then after a while, after the noise dies down, Dee and Tim branches off to go do some snooping.
Yeah.
So as you guys head out from the tavern, um,
Denock will ritual cast a tiny hut on his room.
okay. Oh, I think my wife's upstairs. I think that's what I heard earlier. Was probably the refrigerator closing. She probably got some ice cream.
From the fridge?
We
Fridge,
have
freezer,
it's a fridge
same.
freezer unit, so it's all part of the same thing. Anyway,
Okay.
um, what do the rest of you do as Dee and Tim go off on this little adventure?
As I said, tiny hut.
Mm-hmm. Yep, little hut for you, so that you can be safe.
We're just getting ready to rest for the night.
Okay.
Yeah. The Loxodon is not much of a night owl.
Fair enough.
Or a night elephant.
Doesn't eat enough meat. So, as Dee and Tim approach the Swift factory, how do you plan on entering?
Well, firstly, I would like to move around the building in a stealthy manner to ensure that there's nobody around actively watching before trying to climb through a window.
Okay. As you move through the city and around the building, it is eerily quiet and devoid of human presence.
But the humans aren't giving any presents.
It's not Christmas time, so no.
Oh, that's just mean.
Okay.
Yep. Beyond like
So we'll
the
move around.
occasional
Oh, go ahead.
beyond like the occasional like street animal like a stray cat or large frog or something like that, it is like the place seems to be devoid of life almost. It's weird.
That's either the norm or that's just what they want me to think. Either way, I will scope out the exterior of the building, at least around until we get to the side that has those windows that light was coming through before.
Okay. Easy enough to do. Excuse me. You're there.
Okay. Now, Dee will turn to look at Tim, assuming Tim is where she could actually see him, and she'll point up as if to indicate, bring me up there to the window.
He'll hold out his
About to-
hand.
Okay, I'll climb on willingly.
And he will start floating up.
And here's hoping that the windows are actually big enough that I can get through.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they're huge. The windows, even though they're 30 or 40 feet up, they're probably close to 10 feet tall.
Oh, well,
And
yeah, I can fit through that easy.
they wrap around like the entirety of the top of the building. Um, the windows, given, yeah, I would honestly say, roll a D100 for me.
D100.
Yeah.
We have a 67.
Cool.
67.
Bruh.
Fuck off.
Great.
Don't you dare.
Great.
Hey, you remember the inspiration point you got at the beginning of the session?
No.
It's now
I put it in
mine.
the party pot.
Fine, deduct one from the party pot. No, I'm kidding. I don't actually do either of those things. I'm just fucking with you. Just
As was I.
uh-huh. But leniency is not my strong area. So, you get to the windows and it is you give it a push in a certain area and the windows tilt. So like what the one the top leans into the building and the bottom leans up and out. And it just moves on its own. It seems like the last time these windows were used, whoever closed them forgot to lock them, or at least this one particular.
Well,
Well, that works for you.
luck already. That is exceptionally lucky. Oh, I suppose I have to ask. Will we consider the time that we were at dinner a short rest?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, well then I'll have my luck back too. Perfect. I'll just trigger a short rest. Boop. Okay. Should have asked before we even got here. All right.
No worries.
So I'm able to squeeze through the window easily enough, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. And then I will activate my spider climb.
Okay.
And I will climb along the wall just inside the window and push the window back shut carefully.
Okay. You do so, and eventually make your way to the ground floor. Over here.
Tim goes into
Whoa,
the
I didn't go down
ethereal
to the ground
realm.
floor yet.
What's that?
Tim just phases through.
Yep, easy enough. I'll put him on the map too
I'm not
so that you
climbing
can
to the
see him, but I'm imagining he's invisible.
Yeah, I'm not climbing to the ground floor yet until I, number one, use that One with Shadows ability to turn invisible. Number two, look out and make sure that I cannot visibly see anybody, at least up to 120 feet away from me.
Sure. That's the whole kit and caboodle. You're good. You see no one.
I see no one. Okay.
Yep, your passive
Now
perception
I'll-
is like what, 25 or something?
22.
22. Close enough.
Then I will climb down to the ground floor and I will move stealthily across. First place I want to check out is, I'm assuming this is the office over here.
Yep.
Yeah, I definitely want to go check that out. So, do I need to roll a stealth roll?
Do you want to?
Well, I'm moving stealthily.
Then make a stealth roll.
Okay. 28.
Okay. You move to the door, seemingly undetected.
Okay. Is there any way to see into this office from the outside?
No. It appears to be the only place in this building that does not have, like, windows.
Interesting.
Is it round
Okay.
the outside?
I'm sorry?
Is it
Song
round
joke.
the outside?
It's a song joke.
Wow,
okay.
you actually got a song reference.
Well, I did not, so I apologize. No, that's not how I want that to look. What happens if I move it that? Not great either, but it's okay.
Whoa.
Sorry, I'm gonna adjust the map real quick because it's not actually how I want that to look. So I'm gonna just adjust real quick and then move it back. And I think that'll do.
Looks good to me.
No, one more. Sorry, it's one more. Go, and then... Oh, cool, don't even have to move you.
Yeah, the ground beneath my feet moved. That was weird.
So... yeah, so you get to the door. There does not appear to be any windows on the door or on the outside of the walls.
Great. I want to see if I can hear any noises coming from within the office.
Excuse me. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Perception. 14.
Okay. There does not appear to be.
Okay.
Tim taps
What
you
is-
on the shoulder.
Oh. Yeah?
He's looking at you
That might
expectantly.
Expectantly. Oh,
Is it perception or intuition?
I do. How much knowledge do I have of abilities at this
Excuse me.
point? I know I watched him phase through the window, so that means he should be able to phase into that office and tell me.
With the amount of time we've spent together, I'd say Denox told you a few things Tim can do.
Okay.
Especially for this mission. And you know that Denox has told you that Tim will follow your orders.
Okay.
While he's not Tim's not stupid. He has his own agency. And he's the ghost of a cloud giant, one of the most magical races of giants. Therefore, he has some understanding of somatic spell component.
Okay. So then I will make some hand gestures to him to convey the idea. I want him to go and look beyond that wall and tell me if it's safe.
Tim nods. Fades into the ethereal plane.
I will
And
hide
we'll
behind
go
this... just in case.
Also,
in here.
Right here, that is the door to the front shop.
Ah, cool. I'm very familiar with that door.
So you better hide like right there.
Well,
So you're not,
no.
you know.
I use one with shadows.
Okay.
Since I'm not doing anything else but standing here, I'm just gonna go invisible and wait.
Okay. You would see, or I guess Tim sees, as he pokes his head through the wall. And I'm actually gonna just move him back slightly, just so that people can see here.
Oh, hold on. Boop. Literally poking his head through the wall.
Okay.
Can I think if I put him here? Does it? Oh no, it didn't. Okay, well, boo. Just undo it. But yeah, he pokes his head through and basically sitting here at the desk. He sees the familiar dark-haired, black suit wearing individual, Calvin. And he seems to be sitting at the desk just looking down at the ledger that Malachi had approached him with before, and he's just sitting there, like tapping his finger, like his thumbs together, looking down at it. His hands kind of folded on the desk in front of him, and he's looking down at it, tapping his fingers together, and his brow is, slightly furrowed. Doesn't seem to be saying anything.
Tim is going to. Where's the best spot for this? Yeah, right here. We're gonna say that's, and kind of look over Calvin's shoulder to see what the book says.
Yeah, sure. We are gonna do.
As long as it's in common.
There for now.
A nippic.
It is. I mean, the book is written in common. However, as Tim kind of leans over and looks down, oh, wrong one.
Whoa. I could just see him. I could just see him floating above him upside down. Like, what'd you do?
He seems to be just reading through the different names in the ledger, and it's just a list of a bunch of people's names, going over.
Going to.
Go ahead.
Tim's going to roll a perception to see if he sees Katya's name.
Okay.
How's a nat 20?
Natural
For a
20 is
27.
natural 20 is really good, but it doesn't add any name to the book if it doesn't exist in the book. Unfortunately, you do not see.
I mean,
Catherine
just
written
making
in the
sure.
book. Yeah, for sure. And he's just looking down at it, contemplating, tapping his thumbs together, and then he'll pick up and turn a page quietly. Read the next, names on the list.
Okay.
What's Tim's
Tim will-
intelligence?
+1.
Okay, so he's not dumb.
Yeah, no. His lowest is con at 10.
That's funny. Tim is smarter than D.
Yeah, he's 27, 11, 10, 12, 16, 17.
Mhm.
27. Damn.
Yeah.
Tim,
That's a really high strength.
it's
I mean, that's how Tim is always hitting, Garen,
Yeah.
decently good.
I say knock the
um
guy out and take his book, but that's just me.
Tim would notice that as he leans his head in to take a better look at the book, that when he does this,
Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow.
the sounds from outside vanish.
Oh.
And when he pays a little closer attention, he notices that when Calvin turns the pages of a book, or of the book, there's no sound of the pages turning. Because, like, you know how, like, with a book, you would hear it kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that at all.
Interesting.
Huh. And that's not something Dee's privy to, so she's just sit waiting patiently.
Not unless you can see through walls.
Not yet.
Funny you should say that. I'm kidding.
Okay. After a minute to see if he does anything else, Tim's going to fade back through. Appear here, so he's not going to startle D. Well, actually,
will-
he doesn't know where D is because he fades in, and you're nowhere around.
She'll
So he's
step
going-
out from the shadows. Boop. No longer visible. Probably startled him though.
He's a ghost. I'm pretty sure he's immune to being frightened.
You just see him kind of tilt his head, like a dog.
That's,
Yeah.
that's my job.
He's going to hold up one finger. Sign person,
Oh. Okay.
and hold a finger up to his lip.
Like quiet. Okay.
And then he's going to hold up the finger for the person. And, one hand is holding the one finger, the other one is over his lip. Then he's going to kind of cut around the one person finger, trying to get across that the person in there is entirely quiet. So,
Okay.
I'm
what
going
do
to
I
roll a
have to roll-
charisma for that.
What do I have to roll to see if I completely understand this?
Let's wait on that charisma check.
Okay.
13.
Intelligence, insight.
Yeah, let's go insight.
Thank God.
Oh,
23.
yeah,
Sure.
you get it perfectly. One person in there,
Okay.
and he's enshrouded in a dome of silence.
Weird. Okay.
Then
What
Tim
can-
will mime an open book and flip a page.
Okay. One person, silent reading. I'm not sure D would pick up on the dome of silence part so well. But
The area around the guy is quiet.
okay. So, all right. So then this office. Now this is something. The next thing. How tall is this office? Does it run the entire height of the building?
No,
Or is it like a small?
it's
Okay.
probably only maybe 10 feet.
So Tim has to crouch in there if he materializes.
So what you're saying is I could climb on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Damn, prestidigitation can't be used to make noise. Okay. I
Since
don't appear to
when?
have any. Nothing really loud. It can be used to create a harmless sensory effect, like a shower of sparks, puff of wind, faint music notes, or an odd odor. Lighter snuff outs, small fires, cleaner soil, small objects, um, chill, warm flavor, non-living material, make a color, small mark, or symbol, or create non-magical trinket or illusory image. But not pretty much it makes it sound like any kind of sound isn't going to be very loud.
I mean, Tim lifts up his, big meaty fist.
Okay, because pretty much what I need is a distraction. I want to see how the guy reacts. See if I can't get in there real quick, grab the book, and disappear.
Tim looks real quick around this area, real quick, to see if there's anything loose that would make sense for it to fall.
Yeah, I'm not in the office. I'm on top of the office.
I mean, when you get to the top of the office, like on top of basically what would be the roof, you can actually see like what appears to be like a overview section. So it looks like supervisors can kind of come up here for being able to, see the entirety of the workshop and.
Oh, okay. It's a platform.
Mm-hmm.
Command deck.
Yeah. Yell at their employees and stuff from up on high. And Tim's wanting to do. He's looking inside for if anything can be knocked over to make sound.
Not inside, but like here at like one of these tables, or just some knickknack or trinket that should make a loud clang noise.
Yeah.
I
I'll
mean,
be melded into the shadows while I wait.
he could pick up like a tool and throw it across the workshop, and that would make a lot of noise.
Ooh, I can actually hear that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I mean, he picks up a tool, and throws it across the room with a loud ting! Doesn't seem to be any reaction.
I mean, I'll wait.
How long do you
He
wait?
doesn't come out.
Nope.
About 30 seconds or so.
He doesn't seem to come
Tim's
out.
literally going to peek his head through.
Okay. Poke your head through. He's still sitting at the table, looking at the book, flipping it page by page.
Okay. Maybe
Remember-
the office itself is silent.
When Tim pokes his head in, magic from outside vanishes, or the sound from outside vanishes.
Okay,
Oh,
you
inside
got
the
me
office.
worried when you said
No.
magic.
No, that was
Inside
a
the
slip of my tongue. That was a slip of my tongue.
Okay, so are we talking like just around Kelvin himself or the whole office?
Tim goes into there.
Tim's checking that.
Yep. So
Yeah, he's
Tim
checking
would
to see.
be. Goes about like that.
Oh, so that whole area is soundproofed.
Tim's going to do that check and go off the map.
Mhm.
You know, go outside and test that.
Well, once you get through the wall on the right there, it leads into the shop area, kind of up front. I just didn't
And
make
take-
that part of the map because time.
Take some pride
yeah.
while I'm here.
But yeah, it seems to be like a 20-foot
Tim's going
bubble.
to Tim's going to convey that as best he can.
Okay.
So that specifically that area seems to be just silenced. I wonder what happens if I take a step back.
You
Well,
lose sound. You're mute and deaf now.
as if I wasn't mute before. Okay, so this area is under the effects of some kind of silence,
Tim's going to scratch his head,
which
and
seems
then
like that seems like a pretty well-known common spell for most people that would recognize it.
It's a third level, or no, it's the second level spell. I'm thinking of slow. Yeah, I mean, I would say you could probably identify it. I mean,
Tim's
you guys,
going to mime knocking, like thunk, thunk, thunk.
and you guys
Yeah.
have,
And point
you
to the
guys
door.
have, you guys have done enough deducing that I feel like, yeah, you guys would put this together that this is the silence spell, or
Yeah.
some form of it.
Now, real question is, would he be able to hear a knock on the door? Technically speaking, if Tim bashed the door down and disappeared, what's he gonna do about it?
Okay. Tim is going to use you as a model dummy for real quick.
A battering ram.
Oh no.
And turn you around so you're facing away from him, then take his hands off you, and then tap you on the shoulder on one side, and move around the other, and mimes book and pick up.
Oh, that's even better. Can
Tapping
Tim
Kelvin
carry
on the
objects
shoulder
walls?
on one side. If it's small enough to put on his person, we've done it before. Because he's just going into the ethereal plane.
Right.
We just have
technically-
not been able to do it with people. Now,
I
DM,
was about to say,
am I
technically
correct?
speaking, I can fit on his person.
Mhm. Yeah, the way that I've ruled it is objects are okay, people are not.
I wanted to make sure of that.
For sure. Now, if if D was dead, then he would be an object.
I'm an odd. Fantastic. Okay. So.
No, you're not an object just because you're a woman.
Hold on.
What?
Brain just thought of something for later.
Uh-oh.
Tim carries
Using corpses as weapons later?
idea for later is Tim brings a large sack containing a lot of skeletons, goes into your airplane, goes somewhere, comes out.
I thought we've agreed not to try to break the necromancy class that's already very breakable.
I know.
What you're saying
I
is
know.
Tim is now the Trojan horse for an undead army.
Yes. I'm trying not to break it, but a group of basic skeletons ain't gonna break nothing.
Just themselves. Okay, so it sounds like the plan here is Tim is just going to go in and snatch the book from him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see any harm in that. As long as he can also snatch me some pride soak while we're at it.
That's on you.
Well, she's going to hold up a finger like, hang on a minute. She's going to come back down here and she's going to... I wonder, is this door still locked? Is it locked again, or is it completely unlocked still? Let's test it. Stealthily, of course.
That door is unlocked.
Well, I'm going to sneak on through and carefully ensure that there's nobody in the shop area before I do anything else.
Okay. You open the door quietly, you peer through and around. Seems to be empty.
Just to be safe, I will merge with the shadows and wait just a few more seconds and make sure nobody moves or anything in response to that door.
Okay. Nobody seems to move.
I want to make an active perception to make sure I'm not about to trip some traps.
Okay.
I don't trust this. 18.
You see an alarm trap. But it's by the front door, probably 20 feet away from you.
Nothing immediately around me. No tripwires, no nothing that I can see.
Not that you can see. And I'm gonna just... boop. Just for the sake of...
We'll use the imagination that, or just in case, you know, she's gonna act like there might be a tripwire like close to the floor and step high just in case. Trusted
Okay.
nothing. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, he was keeping the pride soak type stuff behind the counter, correct? Or at least the nicer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll rummage through for a little bit, pick out something that's about my size.
Well, you would see that as
Pack it
you,
away.
with the under the counter, there are a series of effectively lock boxes that probably during the day are unlocked and hang down so that the silk can be easily accessed. But now that the place is closed, the like doors are up and are locked.
Oh. Okay. I will try my hand at picking one of them.
Okay, go ahead, sleight of hand.
Soft 20.
Yeah, easy enough.
Nice. And then I will rummage through for a little bit, pick something of my size.
Okay. As you are rummaging through, what is Tim doing in this moment? Just waiting on him to return?
Probably like, the fuck are you doing, bro?
Yeah, it just goes back over here and just keeps an eye on the guy. Kind of peeks in every few seconds, looks back around, peeks back in, looks around.
Okay. And he's in the ethereal plane doing this, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm pushing my luck real hard here.
After just like a few moments later, you can see the guy kind of breathes real hard. Like you can see his chest rise and fall as though he's sighing. You can't hear him yet. And you see he begins to make the motion as though he's closing a book. And he reaches forward to the back of the desk and picks up an object. And as he's
perception to
go ahead and roll perception for Tim.
like commit the object to memory.
Yeah.
Oh.
That one.
Heaven or hell, let's rock.
It's hell, unfortunately.
A perception check, so it's technically a skill check. So an 8. He stands up and turns to basically walk over towards where a bookshelf sets in the room. And as he begins moving, Tim would see the individual take this object that he picks up, which is probably like a tumbler sized or like a 16-ounce kind of like Yeti mug sized cup. But this object is about that big, and it appears to be made out of this like gray stone, kind of like cobblestone material, and he puts it inside of his pocket, or his like jacket pocket, and as he does so, the sound barrier fades.
Oh.
And he steps over, here to an area where the bookshelf would be. And you see Tim would watch as he pulls on a book that clearly has a hidden mechanism in it. And the very bottom of the bookshelf, the bookshelf, the thick part at the bottom has a recess where it and pops up. And he bends down, sits down, lifts the lid, and puts the book back inside of it and presses it back down, sealing the mechanism. Taking a moment to look around and make sure that the bookshelf still looks as though it was. He pulls a set of keys from his pocket and he turns. I need to see something.
Oh, can this guy see invisibility, or at least into the ethereal?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Let's find out.
He will turn and fumbles at his keys for a minute, trying to find the right one, sees it, looks up, and as he's heading towards the door, you see as his head turns to the right, where Tim is kind of got his head leaning through the wall.
Literally just the front part of his face.
Okay.
Oh shit! I would not want to see that.
Now remember, this is a almost skeleton face. So
yeah. When he turns and looks at Tim, Does Tim do anything, or does Tim hold his breath?
What breath? He's a ghost.
That's why I laughed.
So here's the thing. Not because of the guy looking at him, but because of seeing hidden mechanism triggering some of his ghost, his cloud giant history, he's going to grin. But it's going to be a slow thing. Like, you know,
Creepy.
going from just basic resting bitch face to just
I love it.
But as long as nothing else happens, that's all Tim does.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. He turns and looks at Tim, kind of raises an
Blatantly looking?
eyebrow.
Okay.
Kind of raises an eyebrow as he kind of stops. He's probably about here at this point. He kind of turns and looks and raises an eyebrow. Reaches a hand out towards the wall that Tim has his head sticking through. And he adjusts a picture frame, making it perfectly level. And continues walking towards the door. He gets to the door, closes it, locks it, and begins making his way to this door.
Oh. Now, question. Would I have heard the door open and close behind me?
I'm gonna say no,
I-
because during the day
yeah.
you guys didn't hear like all of this sound in the back here during the day when you guys were here shopping.
Oh, okay.
So the walls and stuff are not silenced to the front and stuff, but they are definitely like
Padded.
yes. However, I would say about this time, you have found some kind of, pride silk in your size. And I also have said that you, at this point, you are locking the doors back, on the containers. As you hear the door behind you, leading back into the shop, like, and begin opening.
I sit perfectly still and blend with the shadows.
Okay. Remember what I said. You just finished locking them. So that means you are
Okay.
behind the counter.
I am behind the counter. Oh, which means I'm right there by the door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I hear
So,
the door open.
Just so that so that you guys can see what I'm seeing in my head. The way that I'm seeing this is, why did that not draw? So there's the counter.
There's the counter.
Here's the wall.
Okay.
Here's the pathway to the door, which is there.
Uh-huh.
And
I'm
then,
in
like,
the walkway.
and like here's the next door. Or like the opening here, like, and then out here is all the merchandise.
Okay. And I'm probably right about there-ish.
You're in behind the counter here somewhere. Not, it doesn't have to necessarily be like right there. I like if I would
Yeah,
be
but yeah,
generous,
in that
I'd
general
probably say
area.
you're probably like there-ish,
Okay.
give or take, obviously.
Yeah, ish.
So
So I hear that. Yeah, I would say D would be smart enough with her infiltration ability to have closed that door behind her. So of course, yeah, she'd hear it open now.
Mhm.
And there's not anywhere to really go other than over the counter or around it.
how long does spider climb last?
An hour.
So that would still be up.
Yep. So I will climb up the wall out of the walkway. So my options are run around the counter, dive over it, which might knock some things over, or climb up the wall and poof.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go up the wall out of the way.
Okay. Your one with shadows ability. Can you post that for me so I can read it?
Yes, let me check my features and traits. Eldritch Invocations. Where the hell did you go? Ah. Shadows. I cannot post it directly, but I think I can post the entire
There we
list of
go.
invocations I've got.
Oh, okay, I see.
It's at the very bottom. One with shadows.
You're so fucking lucky. Okay.
That was a
Well-
must for this build.
When you so yeah, because like you're gonna use your movement to get basically onto the ceiling, and then you would use your action to, become invisible.
Invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure how this
And
worked because there
and
are some abilities that do
Yeah.
something similar, but it's when you haven't moved for a round, it is the wording, and I'm like, that wouldn't apply here. You would just look like a creep on the ceiling until basically the end of your next
Hello.
round. um,
I think this is great because I don't have to use a spell slot for it,
yeah,
and it only works while it's pretty much dark, and I don't move.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as this happens, you watch as Calvin steps into the next room, looks around just, real quickly, pulls the door closed, locks it, and begins making his way to the front door, where he crosses through and turns around and locks the door.
Okay.
And he leaves.
Okay. Perfect. After he's left, I can climb back down. Breathe a sigh of relief.
Turn around and
try...
see Tim poking his head through the door.
Fantastic. But I gotta be able to get through the door, so I heard him lock it. And now I need to unlock it. Again.
Yep.
So that's the first thing I'm going to do is pick the lock. 16. Be better.
You having fun?
No. No, I'm bummed. 16 is not
I was going to
enough.
say, okay,
16's not enough.
is there just a latch on this side of the door, like one of those rotating locks that Tim can unlock the door for Katya?
Oh, a deadbolt?
Considering Katya is not here, no.
D.
You know what? I'll
Or
say
with
sure.
key only.
I'll say sure. It'll be it's funnier this way. Katya's like, why is this not working? And he pulls like the pins out.
Katya's on everybody's mind. You just can't escape her.
Oh, well, it's not like we haven't called you that for 4 years or something like that, you know.
There's
D.
times where I legit think of Rona as Katya sometimes,
Oh
and not
yeah.
even think about it.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
For sure. Oh yeah. The
I
other
must
day I
have
was
played the
talking to
character so
Katya
well.
and he made a joke about. Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, so like D pulls the pins out and it's like, what is going on? And the next thing he knows is he hears the lock chink and the door just and he just looks up and he sees Tim there grinning.
Hey, you know what works for me? He unlocks it from the other side. I almost said Katya. Oh no. Contagious. D will stand up and kind of offer up a high five.
Tim
And
gently pats your hand.
nice. All right, let's step through, close it back, lock it. As
Okay.
it's supposed to be. Now that Kelvin has left, next objective is to get into his office, which I'm sure that's going to be an even higher difficulty lock to try and get through, but it's worth a try. So I'm gonna come over here and I'm going to try it.
You're just gonna try and unlock it?
I'm gonna try and unlock it.
Okay.
Wait,
Make another sleight of hand check.
actually, I want to inspect the door now that you said that. Is there a way I can check and make sure it's not trapped first? I don't want another explosion in my face.
Sure. There, go ahead and make a. Yeah, go ahead and make a. I guess your better stat is going to be perception, so go ahead and make a perception check.
Ooh, 31.
It's too high. You fail. Uh, um,
I couldn't get perception with like this with Katya.
nope. In the door, like in the center of the door, hidden, you see a armed arcane rune of some kind.
Of some kind.
I don't
Is
believe
that
you're.
something you...
I don't believe that you're very magical inclined, right? Like in terms of knowledge of magic.
My Arcana is a +0 if that tells you anything.
So yes, I'm correct.
I know a trap. I don't know what kind of trap.
Given your knowledge and your root in the arcanery, trickster that is, you have a very suspicious feeling that if you open this door without disarming the magical trap or having the correct deactivation code, if you would, there's a very high likelihood that rune is going to explode in your face.
Well, at least I see it coming this time. Can you counterspell
No.
a rune? Okay.
Counterspell only applies to when a spell is being cast. This is a spell has been cast and it is waiting for a trigger.
Who do we lose? Who do we lose?
Archer, I think.
So there doesn't appear to... It would not be smart for me to unlock this door. However, I know somebody who could walk right through the wall.
Yep.
So I'm going to request that Tim phase through the wall and retrieve the book. Finally.
We're gonna roll an int to see how well Tim understands those orders.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one's kind of complicated.
Seems pretty straightforward to me.
17.
Not when you're signing it.
Like
Okay.
remember, Tim has rudimentary knowledge.
Yeah.
Depending on how quick you go. What'd you just say?
Well, she would take her time, the best she can, or she'll even spell it out using prestidigitation if he gives her a confused look. Either way, she's getting the message across. You know, kind of using the same hand gestures he was using for, like, you know, book and like taking something off of a surface or something. She doesn't know what actually happened at this point because that information has not been relayed.
You'll mimic putting a object into a bag.
Yeah. Go take the book.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 17, I think, is probably okay for that.
Yeah. So Tim's gonna ethereal.
Okay.
Float in here.
Yep.
Anything happen?
Nope.
Okay, materialize, cramped and scrunched.
Yep. Yep.
Since this is only 10 feet tall. And he's 15. So he's going to come over to the mechanism.
I wonder if that room would explode if you unlock the door from the other side.
Interesting thought.
I'm going to
But you didn't ask him that.
away. Nope, I did not.
So he's not going to think about
I did
that.
not. That's true.
And he's going to he's going to look for that mechanism. He saw a book being moved and saw the thing rise. So perception. Well, fuck that.
I mean,
Reroll that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to burn my inspiration, if I can,
Sure.
for Tim.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can do that for Tim. It's Tim is an extension of yourself, so.
26.
26.
My God.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I gotta remember what you rolled.
It's interesting that his only skill is a perception.
You know what? I am going to move away from the door, just in case.
Okay.
I don't trust that room. And after the last time something blew up in her face.
Yep. Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, you pull the lever as a book. And the bottom
Opens up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He will pick up or look for the book.
Okay. Tim pushes the lid to this secret storage room. And inside he sees a couple stacks of paper, a kind of like lockbox that's not very big. It's maybe a foot long and 6 inches wide, and then maybe like 3 inches thick. And it is locked. And then in the bottom here, there are 2 red-bound books that look nearly identical to each other.
Tim's going to look at that, look at everything, and be like, I'll just take everything. And puts everything in his satchel.
Okay.
We're just going to steal everything because that's what we came here for.
Now,
Okay.
this is where his 12 intelligence comes in, because he knows he doesn't know which one of these books is it, but he also knows, hey, boss man might want anything to do with those books, and I don't know what all is included. I'll just give him everything.
So did he take the lockbox too?
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Okay.
I'm going to say this right now. D, Rona, your kleptomania is a bad influence on me.
It's only for this character. Stand by it honestly.
Okay, so go ahead and write this down for me, Rom, so that you know that what you have.
Yep. Let me pull up the bag of holding, because that's where it's all going to go after we get back.
Mm-hmm.
From in...
Let me know when you're ready.
Yee!
Okay. Stack of receipts. So you have a stack of receipts, a stack of transactions, a stack of contracts, and
What was
those are
the last
all
one?
contracts.
Receipts.
Receipts. I forget the word I used. Invoices, basically.
Transcript? Ah, okay.
Invoices.
Mm-hmm. And then contracts. They're all business related, if you want to make a note of that.
That could be important.
2 red bound tomes. My brain is having a stroke apparently. I couldn't think of the correct word. Or ledgers. And then and then I would say a
Lockbox.
Yeah, I would say a locked box owned by Malachi Swift.
Okay, real quick. Rona, how do you spell Malachi?
Malachai.
I used a K. That's why I asked.
Funny enough, I did not put a whole lot of thought into the name. It was just literally the first thing that came to mind. I was like, that's what we're going with.
Because for some reason, Katya and now Malachi have always given me a little bit of Russian.
I think that was kind of a little bit of inspiration there, yes.
So, okay.
Does anything happen after putting things into that satchel?
No.
Tim will phase through, look for Katya. Or D.
You don't
We're
see
not going
Katya.
to find Katya here like this.
Well, Tim's kind of pining for Katya.
I know. Maybe something he picked up will help lead us in that direction.
That's
or at
kind
least
of
give us some more information about what's going on.
he's going to look for D.
Standing in the middle of the shop. I didn't have any reason to go invisible, so.
Are you still one with shadows?
No. Like I said, I didn't have any reason to.
Sees you, comes over, gives a thumbs up and pats the satchel.
Nice.
And reaches down his hand to lift you up.
I want to peek inside and verify that we have everything. or that we have the ledger. She specifically asked for that one book.
Yeah, he opens the satchel and all you see is bones. No.
I was about to say what?
Surprise!
It's like none of this is a book.
He then reaches in, grabs the bone, and brings it up and eats it. No.
Oh Jesus!
It's a snack
You,
box.
he opens up the satchel. You look inside and it's empty, and then you turn your head to a side, and then the satchel then lunges and bites your head because now it's
It's a mimic.
Oh my God! It just gets worse and worse.
But no, you
Okay.
see a smorgasbord of stuff.
And one of those is a ledger that is pretty much
Two
the same
ledgers,
one that I
two
saw.
books.
Yep.
Oh,
You see
okay.
2 red-bound ledgers.
You don't know what they are.
Well,
Well,
I would recognize that. I would at least recognize it because I saw Malachi carrying it earlier today.
Is it the same thing?
Is it?
They look similar.
Then okay,
Works for me.
because
Like,
I
as
didn't
long
know
as
if this was a different book.
Don't know. Whatever it
Oh.
is, hopefully it'll be important
Um,
and useful.
Tim will hold up a finger, go back in, reset the mechanism.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He's just like,
I was
Where are
making
you
note of
going?
it, but
I just
He's
thought
like,
of
wait,
it,
wait.
and
Yeah.
Tim just thought of it. So he's like, "Oh shoot!"
Yeah. Since
Then
D
he'll
is
come
not
back.
privy to that knowledge, so she's just like, where are you going?
Tim will make a box with his hands,
Tim will yeet
edge,
you
edge,
through the
edge,
window, and you guys
and then
leave.
mime closing the
Yeah.
box.
We'll
So-
leave through the same window we came in through, and we'll shut it on the way out like we were never even here.
Yep. And you do so. And then for the sake of brevity, you guys make it back to the inn.
And that is how you pull off one hell of a heist without leaving any evidence you were there.
Well, someone was there. Because they got a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff missing now.
Yeah, someone was there, but there's no evidence of who or why.
Also, with the Swift Silk garments gone, it now looks like it's just a burglary.
Yeah. Somebody broke in and took one item.
So, yeah. For expediency's sakes, everybody can trigger a long rest. And the
Nice.
next morning,
Numbers happen.
Long rest. Whoop.
and the next day
I
is
gotta do some
yours.
numbers, yeah. 67th day of having our greenhouse. And unfortunately, 67 is not divisible by any of our numbers here, so I don't have to do anything more. Fantastic. Okay, I imagine first thing in the morning, aside from breakfast, of course, is going to be sharing or looking through the evidence acquired and seeing if any of it is useful.
I guess first up would be the book.
Dee would probably also have slept in that Pride Silk outfit just to feel proud of herself. And I bet it was exceptionally comfortable.
Let's take a look at that stuff, or are we having breakfast first?
Uh, I guess we're having breakfast first.
Breakfast first sounds like a good idea.
Okay. It is mostly like eggs and bacon.
Ooh, good food.
um, breakfast and dinner, we'll say, I believe, was included with your room and stuff, especially paying ahead of time.
Nice.
So, yeah. What do you guys wish to do after breakfast?
We're all gonna gather in a
Probably-
room.
Yeah, probably reconvene and go over what just happened.
Dee's wearing her nice fancy robes. Very obvious.
Okay.
Of course you
Uh,
did.
She's
Balnor's
just
just not gonna
beaming.
comment.
She's just beaming, so happy, so proud of herself, and also kind of giving Valinar some looks.
Giving him the
Notice-
huh?
Yeah, huh? How do I
SpongeBob
look? You like it?
eyebrows.
Huh? Huh?
And Balnor is very pointedly ignoring all.
Tim's just kind of floating there, again, just scratching his head at all this. Like, I don't know what you guys are doing.
All right, D, enlighten them.
She will share everything that happened last night, um, including what she saw as far as the traps go, whatever arcane rune was on the office door itself, and the alarm at the front of the store. Um, she will explain what Tim did convey to her as far as what not Malachi, what Kelvin appeared to be doing in the office, the area of silence around him while he was studying, she guesses was the ledger, and kind of lay everything out and actually look at it for the first time. She will pick up the ledger that looks most like the one Malachi had fetched the first time around.
And if you guys have any response to that.
Nothing yet.
Okay.
Okay, we've got the book. Basically,
Oh.
Denox's kind of thinking. He's also receiving some of what Tim saw.
Well, while Enoch is thinking, Valinar is gonna kind of look through the book.
Okay. There are two of them. There's two red bound books. Are you just picking up a random one, or?
Yep, I'm just gonna pick up one and start looking at them.
Okay.
He takes that from you and hands you the correct one.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. You open up the book just to kind of the first page, and it's. I mean, the first page is kind of just like a entry that basically reads along the lines of business formation, Swift Industries, other general idea names, kind of listed down a little bit. And then at the end, it has ownership. Excuse me. Ownership for Malachi, Bethany, and Calvin Swift. And as you begin, the next few pages are the beginnings of like simple transactions, like positives and negatives, kind of listing them out. You assume for comparison and improvement for later.
Yeah.
And then after probably like 10 pages or so, you get to employee names and records, and it just starts listing alphabetically employees' names, like year that they started working there, and then like number of strikes or like negative marks on their employment history.
I'll go through all that and just look for any name that looks familiar.
Other than the ones already stated.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There doesn't appear to be any familiar names. Like there might be a name here and there that are like that sound familiar, but it's always like a different surname. It'd be like running into another like let's use let's use Denock as an example because he's got the whole thing. It'd be like another running into another Denock, but instead of it being Veek, it would be like Williams.
Yes, Denock Williams.
Honestly, that almost sounds cursed.
I'm using it as an example.
Denock's
Is Valinar's
Dragonborn cousin.
Valinar's flipping through and goes, huh. Well, no one we know, but weirdly enough, they have a Denock working for them. His name's Williams.
Sure.
Show Denock.
Williams, what a strange name.
Huh.
Then Valinor will switch out books.
Now let's take a look at the other one.
Okay. The other book is identical, except for one line. It reads, owner Malachi, Bethany, and Catherine Swift.
There it is.
And it.
Owner Malachi, Bethany, and Catherine? Just those three, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And everything else in the book is the same.
Yep.
Oh. Interesting. Okay, well that's proof that she exists. But why do we have an identical ledger that wrote her out of existence? I want to find out what's in the lockbox.
Yeah. You open up the lockbox, it's just Kadia shrunk down and shoved in.
Guys, I've been looking for you for so long.
Go
What took you
ahead.
so long? How come you?
No. Go ahead and
Close the lockbox.
you're going to try and unlock it, right?
Of course. Right, okay, here we go. Oh no!
Well,
I am
yep.
definitely using my inspiration to fix that one.
Oh, there you go.
Not 20 for 31.
Thank God.
Heaven and hell.
You re-rolled.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. You unlock it. And inside is the like a rolled up piece of parchment. And it looks rather old. You unroll it, and it is the formula for the Krabby Patty. No, for the Pride Silk.
Okay, I was about to say
Surprise, Krabby Patty.
proprietary formula.
Huh.
Neat. Maybe I'll hold on to this personally. And kind of stuff it in my parchment case.
I thought you were going to say bra.
Raw.
You you've never seen a woman do that.
Okay, maybe I wasn't specific enough earlier when I described that D does not have the chest that Katya has. She cannot stuff a whole lot into her bra.
Fair enough.
Add an item. I wonder if I can make like a custom item. Oh yeah, here we are. This would be Pride Silk Formula. Darn, I was hoping for like a picture of Katya or something. That would be nice.
You're not as
Okay.
well endowed as
Yeah.
D. They need the more slender form. Um, but yeah, that's what you find. The other things are literally what I said they were. They're just information about the business, contracts that they have to fill, past orders and past invoices for like large quantities.
Okay. So pretty much the only working proof we have here is her name is written down as an owner in an identical ledger, but that doesn't tell us where to find her or what happened to her, other than apparently she's been replaced for some reason.
And then she somehow managed to turn herself into a guy again and lost all her memories.
That one is possible.
D has nothing to add to the conversation because she doesn't know what Katya can do.
I mean, to be
Mhm.
fair, a lot of us don't know all of what she can do.
Besides blowing herself up repeatedly.
I'll be right back.
Where's D going?
To contemplate murdering us.
Oh, okay. Well,
Writing down in her murder notebook.
What are you guys thinking?
A lot of things, but I don't know how much of them are actually worthwhile for this situation.
I mean, you always got to start somewhere.
Yeah. The question is, where?
Valnar's almost tempted to go back to those woods.
The Mirror Woods.
Yeah.
Oh, as much as I hate to suggest anything like this, nicking either Malachi or the other guy for information is an option we can choose.
Yeah.
What if
That
we
is true.
go meet with this Bethany? She's also on both of them, or was she gone and I forgot about it?
From what we could remember, remember what Malachi said yesterday. Wasn't Bethany the one that had passed?
Okay, that's what I couldn't remember.
Yeah, he did say that.
So I'm back.
What I
Welcome
miss?
back.
I did say there is the possibility of us nicking either Malachi or the other guy for information.
Oh, are we kidnapping somebody?
It is not.
Is it justified now?
It is not an option Enoch wants to consider until there is absolutely nothing else.
Well, we'd still have the option of just going around town and asking random people if they've ever heard of Catherine Swift. Maybe, I mean, I don't know, but if
Do we
she,
have
if her family's here, maybe she also has some place she lived in town.
we have like an image of her, like a drawing or something?
How did we do that before? It was with Katya's abilities, wasn't it? If I remember right.
No, it was above game. It was through a mind link, wasn't it? Mind link with Valinar.
I was mainly asking if we had like a sketch or something of her we could like show to people and go, have
No,
you seen this person?
not that I know of.
Do you think this picture that she drew on her adventure log would be helpful?
Wait, what?
One of the first things Dee found when she joined the party and was given Katya's room, she found Katya had left some things behind, and one of those included the actual chronicles of their adventure. That was some story stuff I threw in there for flavor so that I could be like, yeah, so I could continue the notes. Duh. But if would it be unheard of for her to have like sketched something of herself, like just for fun in a margin somewhere?
Does no one have access to, minor illusion?
Nope.
Nope.
I can use silent image, but that doesn't really help here if I've never seen the person.
I've only ever taken combat spells
Okay.
and
Well.
a few supplementary spells.
Mm-hmm.
How good is Enoch at drawing people?
Never tried. Give me a
He might
quill and
most.
some parchment.
I happen to have some parchment here. I'll pass you a sheet of parchment.
What would sleight of hand? Would that
Sure, I'll allow it.
be sketch? 13?
It's not bad.
Guidance.
Oh yeah, add the D4.
Ooh. When D4? When?
Oh,
14.
14.
Okay, it's still not bad.
I erase a cauliflower ear and add a normal ear.
All right. So you guys have a rough drawing, and your plan is to go and ask people.
to
Oh, hold on. Didn't she say that she had a laboratory herself?
Mm-hmm.
yes, we don't really know where that is.
Also
She
true.
left them in her notes somewhere.
About
Yeah,
all
is
she's
it
got
in her
no-
notes?
All she's got in her notes on something like that, some D flips like way back to before she started writing in it, is something about it's in Oxenford, and it's her lab.
Real helpful.
I mean, if I were describing where if I were talking about where I lived, you know, in case of a lost item returned to wherever, I mean, that's the only time I could think of where you would write out your actual physical address. She doesn't have anything like that.
All right.
That would be too easy.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to completely steamroll this story, you know.
Make it easy for us for once.
I mean, I kind of made that pretty easy. You guys got good information at for, you know, very little checks. But I will say this. As you guys gather to formulate a plan about how you want to approach the situation and what you guys would like to do, and what you guys want to do with this this new information that you have obtained, we will go ahead and end it there for the night.
Okay.
Because A, it's getting close. B, it's a pretty good point to stop. And C, my ass is fading. So
Okay.
I think this
Just
is
your
Your
it.
ass,
ass
the rest
is
of you?
disappearing?
That would mean that I would have to have an ass to begin with. So I am gonna end it there when we will be back in the future.
Yay.
I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but we will be back eventually. You guys have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Goodbye.
Bye, all.
Hey.
Bye.